Hey, this is Life with Sean Renee here back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, more videos on the way on period. This is Getting Fired Part 2. Let's watch the video.
Okay, so since I have nothing but time because a bitch is jobless, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why I'm jobless. Story time on why I got fired. Part 1. I'm just kidding. It's gonna be just one part. I talk really fast, plus you guys can hold down the screen, whatever. Okay, so I have receipts. I need to figure out how to add that receipt, as in like the proof that it doesn't say shit on there. Okay, so I got fired, long story short, for not doing a mask fitting, an N95 mask fitting. So there was flyers everywhere. We got reminder emails that you had to do your flu shot, your TB shot. Okay, I live like 25 minutes from the hospital, so I got my shit done here, bitch, where I live, because CVS, Walgreens, hello, like why am I gonna drive over there for that? They were offering the mask fittings when you did like your walk-in to get your shot, your flu shot, whatever. Obviously, I didn't go over there, so I didn't know. On the like email it said on the bottom, mandatory questionnaire, mask questionnaire, something like that. Click here, whatever. I did it. I didn't say nothing about, oh, yeah, the mask fitting is mandatory. Like obviously I would have done it. This was in November. I got hired in April. I did the mask fitting in April, so it's technically an annual thing. Whatever. Okay, so that was that. November 14th, I work nights. I used to work nights. November 14th, I had gotten an email like a few days prior from the manager, the system manager, I think, saying that I was missing a few items. And I sent them a screenshot because I sent my flu shot, my TB shot in to employee health. She said, okay, I updated your stuff. Obviously, she didn't tell me anything about a masking. I don't know if it was like different departments. I don't know. So I sent them a screenshot of the email that the lady sent me, and I was like, hello. So the day before, the day of, so they were doing November 14th. That was like the last day, or like the flyer said, if you don't have your flu shot or your TB shot, you're going to get removed off the schedule and terminated. Bitch, I'm a nursing student. I got to pay my bills. I'm a mom. I have rent. Like, I just got this house. Anyway, so obviously, if I would have known about the mask fitting, I would have done it. Like, okay, so the manager was like, hey, did you get the screenshot? Did you get my email? She's like, yeah. She's like, but you're still missing some stuff. Like that. And I was like, what? She's like, you're missing your mask fitting. I was like, I did it in April when I got hired. Like, it doesn't say nothing about a mask fitting. She's like, yeah. She's like, well, I'll give HR a call tomorrow and see what they say. Así like, say, when they have something like that, like, if she, like, felt for me. And I was like, okay. Okay, so the next day I got off at 6:30 in the morning. I had to go do an oil change, so I stayed up and I was like, I'm gonna wait till 8 a.m. so I can call employee health, because that's who was offering all that stuff. I was like, hey, I was like, apparently I'm missing a mask fitting. Like, can I go in? She's like, we're not doing them here anymore, but you could come pick up the N95 mask, and then there's this clinic, I don't know, down the street you could go to. I was like, okay. I called the clinic and I was like, hey, when can I go? She's like, you can come in at 10:30 or 11. I can never make it past 9 a.m. when I work nights. Like, I'm tired, So I was like, okay, like, I was supposed to work that night. So I was like, oh, do you have anything, like, before work or whatever? She's like, yeah. So I had it scheduled, whatever. I get a call like around 2 p.m. from my manager. She's like, hi, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put you on leave till next week. This was a Friday. And I was like, well, for what? She said, you're out of compliance, something like that. And I was like, I literally have my appointment right now. So I was driving to the master, and she's like, yeah, I'm just doing what, let me not get mad. I'm just doing what HR told me to do. I said, okay. I call HR. I left her voicemail. There's no way she heard it because she called me back right away. She's like, hi, this is so-and-so from HR. I'm just calling to let you know your manager wants to go. I was already driving to the mass city, mind you. I just want to let you know your manager wants to go ahead and move forward with termination. I was like, what? She's lucky que no choqué. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, and I guess she's like, you're missing your TB shot and your mask fitting. I was like, I'm not missing my TB shot. I turned that in. She's like, when did you do it? And I was like, September. She's like, I need the date. All right, bitch. I was like, September. And then she's like, okay. And then I told her about the mask fitting. I was like, it's a miscommunication. The flyer doesn't say nothing about the mask fitting. The email just says a mandatory questionnaire, which I did. I was like, this is all a misunderstanding. Like, there's no way that I would have missed the mask fitting on purpose, like knowing that I would get terminated. And then she said, okay, I'll call your manager and let her know that it's all a miscommunication, but she still might want to move forward with termination. And I was like, okay. So not even 2 minutes passed by, she called me back straight up. Yeah, your manager wants to go ahead and move forward termination. And I was like, what? I was like, well, what can I do about that? She's like, te lo juro por Dios. She said, nothing. She's like, we can either terminate you or you can resign and reapply in a year. Mind you, I was mad as, I was pissed. So I was like, how is there nothing I can do? Or whatever. And then I don't know what the fuck she said, Loki. And then she's like, yeah. And I was like, do you want to resign or do you want, I was like, you go ahead and terminate me. Either way, I was out of a job. Either way, if I resigned, terminated. And I was like, well, at least I could give me some unemployment. So, sorry, this is longer than I thought. Es que yo hablo mucho. But, I tell my mom, my dad, my sister, my sister and my dad was like, why didn't you just resign? Like, that's going to look bad on you, this and that. And I was like, how is that fair? I was like, I'm not going to get unemployment if I resign. They're like, well, that's going to look bad on you. And then I me puse a pensar, my sister, one of them said that unemployment takes a while to even kick in. I was like, I can't wait for unemployment. Plus, it's not going to be enough for my bills. So I was like, damn, dude, I did fuck up. Fuck it. I'll just call Monday and ask if I can resign instead of getting terminated. So that's what I did. I called 8 a.m. sharp. And then they're like, Or I told her, I was like, I was wondering if I could just resign instead of getting terminated. She's like, oh yeah, just go ahead and send me an email. And I was like, well, what do I put? She told me to write in the email. And then that's it. That's it. That's literally it. And I still filed for unemployment thinking that I was like, basically I got fired. Like I didn't have an option. The unemployment guy calls me, like the little interview, whatever that they do. And I told him everything that happened. He's like, do you have any documentation where she gave you those options? I was like, no, it was my phone. He's like, yeah, basically he's like, well, next time, pinche next time. He's like, yeah, well, there's no documentation. And I was like, well, they could just lie. He's like, yeah, that they already had submitted the email, like a screenshot of the email where I resigned to unemployment. So they were on it, bitch. So I was like, I already knew I was fucked. He's like, yeah, we're still gonna do investigations. I was like, well, they're just gonna lie and say no. Like, so I'm gonna appeal the unemployment thing, and I don't even know if it matters, but I just got this house 3 months ago. I'm renting it. It's a year lease. So I'm gonna bring that, like, if I'm able to the appeal, like, date or whatever. Like there's things that I pay $1,000 a month. I just got a car. Like, why would I resign willingly? On there, she just put personal reasons. So I need to submit the appeal letter before January something. So I need to just do that real quick. And yeah, but this, like, they just did all this just because, like, the day before I got let go, they fired the assistant manager. So I knew, bitch. I knew I did not stand a chance. Like I said, the assistant manager left crying. I mean, bless his heart, but damn, bitch, like. And that's it. That's literally it. Let me just fucking cut it here because I'll talk for another 2 hours.
That's crazy. I mean, how they just fired her and she has a new house, a car, she got kids. They don't care who they do it to. I mean, at least she came to work, did her job, and went home. But what do you like about that video? Comment below. This is Life with Sean Renee, and I'm out. Bye.